I know I said that I don't care about Star Wars anymore, and that's pretty much true. I still haven't seen Mandalorian and Grogu, and I have no intention of ever watching that. But something came across in my YouTube feed that I can't stop thinking about. The video is titled Star Wars Shadow of the Empire Full Movie. It had an interesting thumbnail, it was 45 minutes long, and I thought, yeah, why not? Let me check this out. Once I clicked play, I realized I was watching a fully AI-generated movie. It's a fan film, and at points I honestly felt a little conflicted. But first, let's back up. What is Shadows of the Empire? Let's go back to 1996. Lucasfilm debuted Shadows of the Empire. It was this ambitious multimedia experiment that was dubbed a movie release without an actual movie. It was set between The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi. And it was essentially a novel, a comic book, a video game, an orchestral soundtrack, a toy line, trading cards, and role-playing modules. Everyone from Nintendo to Kenner to Dark Horse Comics was involved. The story follows a rebel mercenary named Dash Rendar and his droid, Lebo, as they assist Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Lando Calrissian. Together, they attempt to track down Boba Fett to rescue the frozen Han Solo while uncovering a plot by Prince Shizor, head of the galactic crime syndicate Black Sun. Shizor seeks to assassinate Luke Skywalker to discredit Darth Vader in the eyes of Palpatine, and claim Vader's place at the Emperor's side. I'm going to be honest with you though, I didn't grow up with Shadows of the Empire, and I really only found out about it through shows like Caravan of Garbage on YouTube. It was just a little bit before my time. I mean, it came out like 5-6 years before I was born, but it's very understandable why Star Wars fans would love something like this. And unfortunately, it makes sense why they would have the reaction that they did to this new AI fan film that adapts Shadow of the Empire. Seriously, if you only read the comments, you would assume this is the greatest thing that has touched the Star Wars franchise since the original trilogy. Let's read some comments. You accomplished in 2 months what Disney couldn't do in 14 years. Thanks for making this. It's a masterpiece. 951 likes. Leia with her hair down. Heart eyes emoji. 1,000 likes. Terrence Hill as Dash Rendar is kinda insane and awesome in equal measures. 377 likes. We should have been getting 20 years of this. 629 likes. Our 90s and early 2000s dream of a Shadows movie finally fulfilled. 1.3 thousand likes. The 80s grainy look makes it even better. It's like watching long-lost footage from the golden era of Star Wars. Impressive. Most impressive. This is the vibe of true Star Wars. I remember walking around Kmart back in the late 90s and finding a Shadows of the Empire book on a shelf. I remember thinking how cool it would be to turn this into a movie. Dude, nearly 30 years later, you've made that come true. I always knew one day someone would make a Shadows of the Empire movie. You guys are making Disney obsolete. Thank you so much. Amazing work. As a Hungarian Star Wars fan, I immediately recognized what appears to be the Hungarian Parliament building in Budapest. Seeing one of the most beautiful buildings in my country transformed into part of Coruscant was an unexpected and wonderful surprise. The shot with the Star Destroyer above it looked absolutely spectacular. For a moment, it felt as if Hungary had become part of the Star Wars galaxy. Thank you for this fantastic film and for creating such memorable visuals. May the Force be with you. I have been a huge Star Wars fan since 1977. Thank you for making what the fans deserve. And the one that got to me the most, I wanted to scream when I heard this. Of all the Star Wars fan films, this is superior. This is top tier production value.
Came to ask for your help one last time.
I'm sorry. Wish I could help you, Leah, but we simply don't have the resources to spare.
Nope! I'm done. I'm sorry. What? Are you an insane person? How many Star Wars fan films have you seen? This one and that's it? What? I can't do this. No, I'm sorry. You're a bad person with a bad taste in art and you should be ashamed of yourself. Darth Maul apprentice. Troops. I mean, come on, what are we doing here?
We'll meet Rendar at these coordinates. Fett's likeliless coordinates put him on the moon of Gal.
We'll have to avoid that Imperial starport somehow.
Now look, I'm sure there are some defenders out there of this fan film, and they're just thinking, look, Cole from Firewood Media, you are just being way too harsh. It's AI, it's fan-made. Who cares, right? I care. I want quality. And even if it wasn't AI generated, this would be bad.
Hand over Captain Solo. Now.
It's very obvious that the creator of this Star Wars Chronicles just took AI generated pictures that they made and then turned it into a video. Everything about this is very stilted and stiff. The cinematography is just boring to look at. The camera almost never moves. It either just slowly trucks in like every AI video, or it's completely still. On top of that, too, there are just so many inconsistencies visually, whether it's spatial and anatomical hallucinations. Like there's one scene where Dash is on a speeder bike and his hands aren't actually on the handle. Sometimes his appearance just changes from shot to shot. There's no consistency. And I get that's AI, but that's what I'm saying when I say that this is bad. I don't like that. I want my movies to have continuity. I think even calling this a movie is a step too far. It's also just atrocious to listen to.
We'll have to avoid that Imperial starport somehow.
All right, just as we discussed. Dash, you lure the Imp Patrol away from the starport while I slip past the perimeter, land, and take out Boba Fett.
The coward!
Anytime a character is speaking, which is unfortunately most of this movie, it's very stiff, it's monotone, it's emotionless. I hate it.
The coward!
Everything just has this uncanny, flat, robotic rhythm to it.
I bet that droid knows exactly where Fett is. Supposedly he tried to snatch Solo from him, but got the short end of the stick.
I really tried to get through this. It was so difficult, man. I had to break this up in multiple viewings because it was just so boring to listen to. Even then, the writing just isn't all that great. I don't know. To me, this just felt like concept art prompts where they took a piece of concept art or they threw something together in Photoshop or they Frankenstein together stills from a different Star Wars movie and then gave it motion. It's all just so uncanny. There are parts where a puppet is talking, but it doesn't look like a puppet. Like, that's not Yoda. That's a weird freak AI thing, and I hate it. Get it away from me. It's unfortunate that the Star Wars fandom has been completely consumed by AI slop.
It's fucking incredible. It looks better than the original Star Wars footage, right? Because that stuff wasn't in HD back then. And it looks exactly like young Luke Skywalker and in the exact same voice. Because they just take the voice from Luke Skywalker from the movies, regenerate it, and it can say anything you want it to.
There are so many people that are justifiably upset by what Disney has done to the Star Wars brand. They have resorted to just consuming endless AI garbage and believing that, I recognize this thing on screen, so that means it's automatically better than Disney. Like, why not just go out there and film this yourself? Make your own Star Wars fan film.
Anger's not the way of the jet.
Do your own work, man. Don't let a computer just chart this stuff out for you. It's awful to look at, and you're a clown for making it, and I think you're a clown for enjoying it. If there's anything that I do agree with from those insanely stupid comments, it has to be the comment that said, "Thank you for making what the fans deserve." At this rate, this is what Star Wars fans deserve. This is the slop that you shall receive. To me, it's just become so abundantly clear that Star Wars fans are stuck in this arrested development where they only want to see the same things that they've been seeing for their entire lives. No new stories are allowed to be told. It must have a lightsaber in it. There must be TIE fighters. There must be X-Wings, or else it just doesn't feel like Star Wars. And I think that this AI fan film is the representation of that. It's, oh, look, there's IG-88. Oh, there's Boba Fett. There's Luke Skywalker. At a certain point, do we not just take a big step back and say, what are we doing here? Is this really something that we should be wasting our time on? I wish I wasn't making a video on this. In fact, I'm probably going to regret making this video. The fact that there's so much support for garbage like this is just so upsetting. But I want to know, what do you think? Do you support this? Do you like this? Do you hate it? Let me know down below in the comments. I've made my stance pretty damn clear, but if you have something else to say, I'd love to hear your points down below. Please do not go to Star Wars Chronicles YouTube channel and spread hate. Let them make their weird AI slop to their weird echo chamber comment section. just leave them alone. Use my comment section here to just vent your frustrations. And with all that out of the way, I'm Cole McCormick. You are watching Firewind Media. If you liked what I had to say here, consider subscribing. I want to give a big shout out to channel members for supporting this channel. Their names are listed right up here on screen. It's only $1.99 a month. So if you're curious, you want to see some members only videos, you want to get early access to select videos like my Ultra 7 retrospective, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.